Ladies and gentlemen, I ask if you are able that you all please stand and remove your hats for the posting of our nation's colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of our national anthem. Presenting our colors today are the 4th Whipple Territory Troopers. The Fort Whipple Territory Troopers represent the 8th Infantry of the United States Army that were stationed at and operated out of Fort Whipple during the Apache Wars of 1874 through the 1880s. Territory Troopers, please post the colors.
Left wheel, march. Color guard. Go. Post. Color.
To lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance is United States Marine Corps veteran Miss Christine Shook. Christine retired as a Chief Warrant Officer after 28 years of service.
Good morning. Let's do that again. Good morning, Prescott. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Christine. And now please join us in the singing of our national anthem, sung today by Prescott native Miss Anna Neva.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight? Night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Lula Wolfinger!
All right, you may all be seated at this time. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the mayor of the city of Prescott and Vietnam veteran Phil Good for his opening remarks. Yay. Mayor Good served with the 100th Airborne Division and received the Bronze Star, the Air Medal, Combat Infantry Badge, Vietnam Cross of Gallantry with Palm, and the Vietnam Campaign Medal with 2 Bronze Stars. Please help me welcome Mayor Phil Good.
Let's get this straight. That's the 101st Airborne Division. Thank you. Good morning, my fellow Prescottonians and all of you patriotic visitors to this beautiful city of Prescott. I am your Mayor, Phil Good, and it's with great pride that I have the honor to address you all today. Let me begin by recognizing all of the many veterans that we have in attendance today. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you sincerely for your service to our nation. But I must say, I never thought I'd see this day. Let me explain. As a U.S. Army Vietnam War combat infantry veteran, it was nearly 51 years ago that I returned from fighting with the 101st Airborne Division in Vietnam and gratefully arrived back home in California, only to be confronted by anti-war protesters attacking me and my fellow soldiers for the conduct of the war. There were certainly no parades of welcome and appreciation. I never thought I'd see this day. We continued to be shunned and discriminated against, even though it was known that the vast majority of we Vietnam veterans served honorably and many with distinction. Yet we were tarred and feathered with labels claiming we were drug abusers and mentally unstable. Popular culture reinforced these ideas with the release of movies like The Deer Hunter, Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, and even Born on the 4th of July. So what did we do? We quietly hung our uniforms in the back of our closets and went about reintegrating in society as best we could, in the shadows, never talking about our service except among ourselves. Many of us persevered and did well in college education, careers, and raising families, but many sadly did not, succumbing to the pressures of ongoing distrust and discrimination, eventually leading to broken lives. I'd never thought I'd see this day. Speaking for myself, I completed my university education, began a successful career, married, and began raising a family, while feeling a distant connection to my veteran brothers and sisters. But it was not until many years later that I became actually involved in my local veteran service organizations. And after 9/11, I began volunteering to help a new generation of veterans who were struggling to deal with the challenges of reintegration in society after service in the Gulf War. PTSD had been recognized as a legitimate condition with treatment programs that were showing real benefits. I had a Vietnam War combat Marine Corps neighbor that shared my interest in helping other veterans. And one 4th of July in my then hometown of Huntington Beach, the local VA hospital had an entry in the festivities. The VA manager asked my friend and I if we would volunteer to carry our military branch's flag as we marched down the main street to the cheers and applause of the crowd. At one point, Tim looked over to me and said, "Phil, we finally got a parade." beloved new hometown, the city of Prescott's famous Veterans Day Parade honored Vietnam War veterans. I never thought I'd see this day. To the 58,479 that never made it home from Vietnam, I'll never forget your sacrifice